Okay, Lisa, tell us about India's next top model that we finally have here in this country.
So this is the first indication of India's Next Top Model, and what we are looking for is a beautiful, elegant, graceful, stylish, confident girl that doesn't start out that way. She starts out very raw because she probably hasn't been exposed. Most of our contestants come from very, very small parts of the country and haven't been exposed to fashion or fashion magazines or big city life or whatever. And our job is to help them transform and to find themselves, to find their style, to find to grow into being confident, beautiful models, and that's what the show is all about.
And tell us, I mean, we've grown up watching, America's Next Top Models and things like that. So is it going to be really same format that, we're going to follow here in India, or is there some kind of, things that you've changed?
There's nothing at all that we've changed. The format is identical. It's exactly the same. I present the show as Tara does in the States. And then we have Dabu, who is our Nigel Barker. And then we have Anusha and Mr. Gaba as our styling and fitness experts, as they have Mr. J in America. So it's the same, and the format is the same. The girls do a photo shoot, and then they do a challenge, and then they get judged on the basis of how they performed. And at the end of every episode, there is an elimination. So nothing is different at all. Of course, the prizes are relevant to India, so we're offering them what's current and contemporary here, and that's about it. It's very much the same show, just for India.
And Lisa, see, you've been in this modeling industry for so long. So when you kind of like have to eliminate somebody, talk to them, some flashback that you kind of get through and you feel for that contestant.
I always feel for them, but I never entered any competition as a model. And what I do feel for is their nervousness. I know when I first started modeling, the sort of inhibitions and nervousness, you don't know what to do with your body and you don't know where to look and like what expression to make at the camera. Those are the things I really connect with, because it takes some time to come out of yourself and to really understand what you're doing and what you want to convey. So, aside from the elimination part, I think I always feel for them because they have dreams. They have like stars in their eyes, and this means so much to each of these girls, But no, I feel for the day-to-day more than anything else.
What about Lisa? If you want to share some experience from the past, it must be years back, but if you could just share something from the past, from your modeling days.
I remember when I shot for my first Cosmopolitan feature in India, Atul Kasbekar was shooting, and I was shooting with a very famous actor, and he pulled me out after the first shot, and he said, "Ye kya hai? What is this?" Every single shot, my eyes were like blinking or closed, and he was like, "How can you do this in a photo shoot? You're shooting for Cosmopolitan. Go back." And I went back and I was so scared because I thought, okay, I don't even know that my eyes are closing. What do I do to keep them open? And it was just, it's incidences like that I feel for when I watch the other girls. But I mean, memories, as far as amazing memories goes, is how I said earlier to the media. I know that as a 22-year-old girl, I had traveled the whole world at least 2 or 3 times, and that was an experience that I couldn't have bought any other way. I didn't have the money to afford it, and I couldn't think of a job that could possibly offer me that sort of life exposure and an experience, like the really special moments that you get when you're shooting with, the fashion team in Italy, and you're sharing food and stories and all those kinds of things. Or you're in a model house in New York. Those are experiences that I would just never trade for anything in the world.
Lisa, you're looking fab. Each time I see you, I'm like, oh my God, I'm so jealous of your figure. Okay, tell us what keeps you fit. I think you're a very yoga person. You run a lot. So share something with our viewers down there.
Well, I do run. I run a lot, and now that I endorse for Puma, I run even more. But and I also do Pilates. I love to balance out my running with Pilates. I think it's very important to condition, stretch, tone your muscles as well.